I've actually been really well received actually within the noise community. And actually it has a lot of crossover with people that normally wouldn't traditionally be into noise music. A lot of the stuff that I do also has a very rhythmic element, and also a very performative element to it. A lot of the times you'll go to an experimental music show, a noise show, and usually the performance is kind of secondary to the sounds. And what I've done is actually try and make the performance and the crowd and the entire experience actually noise itself. So most of those people that might be kind of withdrawn from the experience are actually pulled into it. And they sort of embrace it a little bit. One of the things that I do actually is instead of sitting behind a table with your normal guitar effects setup, actually what I end up using is a laptop that actually has a bunch of processes and effects going on. And I have a very long microphone cable. It's about 50 feet long. And what I use with that is the laptop is making the normal frequencies just amplified as high as it can go. The signal is absolutely red, and it's causing constant feedback. And what I can do with that actually is, by the way that I move around the room and by the way that I point the microphone, is actually changing the sounds itself. And that allows me to actually go into the crowd, move around, dance, jump, throw things around, and that kind of crosses that barrier of the performer and the audience, therefore able to just grab them and bring them into it. Usually there's like a drummer or a drum machine going on that actually has a rhythmic element to it that allows people that usually wouldn't know how to sort of digest these frequencies. It gives them something to actually move to and pulls them in, and actually is fun and a lot less serious than what is usually your typical noise scene. My favorite shows actually was the Halloween show at Sean Carnage last year. Not this previous year, but the year before that actually. It was, everyone was in the room. People were throwing things, people were getting crazy, people were wrestling on the ground, people were dancing, people were screaming along with me. That really sort of got the point across, that it's not just me as the performer, but it felt kind of like me kind of guiding them through this experience. And the idea is that it's a release. Noise is very cathartic. I always call it like a brain scrub, where it feels like it's just like clawing at the inside of your brain, and it's actually kind of like massaging it. And so once you can get people past that kind of stillness and motionlessness, then they can actually like sort of like let themselves be freed up and like go with the sound of